This video is proudly supported by my friends over at Rocket League Central. They've been helping me out a ton by supporting me in these lessons I've been making over on Twitter. There'll be a link in the description below, so please take the time and go check them out. So before we get started, I have a quick update for you guys. The reason this video wasn't up sooner was because I was in the process of moving houses, and all of that took about a week to get everything situated, so my apologies. But I have a much better area for recording and editing, as well as a much better setup in general. I've seen a few comments on my previous lessons asking for a video on playing the wall, so I'm going to do my best to show you how to effectively use the walls of the arena to you and your team's advantage. First, let's talk about how to actually hit the ball when it's on or near the wall effectively and to your advantage. The first thing you're going to want to do is to make sure you have the correct angle and most importantly an opportunity to hit the ball. If you see the ball rolling up the wall, make sure you know where your opponents are first, then go for the hit. If your opponents are somewhere underneath the ball and too close to the ball to do anything truly effective, I say go for it. If they're in the general area you know the ball will land, there's a chance they could immediately respond with a strong clear or pass. However, in most matches I've noticed that most players won't know how to efficiently react to a well-placed wall shot. If you feel like your opponents are in a position where they can effectively counter or stop your attempt at a wall hit, don't go for the wall hit. You must have 100% confidence that you can hit the ball without any error. The reasoning behind this is because it's extremely easy to overshoot a wall hit, miss the ball completely, or hit it to your opponents, either setting up a shot for them or giving them control of the ball. Now before we go any further, I'd like to say out of the things I've covered so far in my lessons, wall hits are one of the hardest things to get good at, along with aerials. Like I said in my previous videos, it all comes with practice, so I urge you to play with a friend or two and have them roll the ball up the walls and let you take some shots from the walls, then maybe switch out so everyone can practice. Now there are many things you can do from the walls, whether you look at it from an offensive or defensive standpoint. Wall hits can be a massive tide turner, and learning them well can be a critical skill that can come in handy in any match. Let's talk offense. When it comes to playing the ball offensively, most of the wall hits you're going to be making will be either setups or passes to teammates. Scoring a goal off of the wall isn't impossible. I've done quite a few myself, but it's much harder than you think. In terms of good places to hit the ball from or to, one of the best places you can hit the ball from is when the ball is rolling up either the left or right wall in the center of the field, which happens quite a bit, especially on the kickoff. Start your drive up the wall, and as soon as the ball reaches its maximum height, front flip directly into the ball to give it a strong hit into the corner or the center of the field for a possible setup for one of your teammates or even yourself. Another great tactic for setups is to hit the ball into your opponent's corners at an angle so that the ball starts its decline from the wall right in front of the goal, like in this clip here. Other good places you should go for wall hits are the left or right corners on your side of the field. If your opponents are stalling in the corner and the ball is either dormant or is continuously being knocked up into the air or onto the walls, go in and give it a good clear by either driving up onto the walls and hitting it over them, or going in for a quick steal, double jump, or aerial and bounce it against the wall to free it from the corner, giving you or your teammate a chance to take control. And maybe if you're feeling gutsy enough and the opportunity presents itself, go for a shot on goal. Nothing feels better than getting a crazy goal off the wall. Let's cover defensive play really quick. Now there aren't as many things you can do on the wall defensively as you can offensively, and personally, I would avoid being on the wall at all times when defense is necessary, unless it's absolutely required. If the opponent sets up a shot from the corner and the ball drops in front of the goal and you're away from it, there's not too much you can do. However, if you can catch up to the ball using the walls before it gets to the point of no return, and manage to hit the ball on the wall before your opponent has the chance to score, consider yourself skillful, because saves like this can turn the game around real quick. I find this sort of situation happens quite a bit, and most people choke up and let their opponent score. Just remember, doing something is better than nothing. The best tip I can give on playing defensively with the wall would be to clear it when it's in corners if you have an opening, or rolling up a wall close enough to where it would be considered a possible shot on goal, setup, or a pass. Now there's one more thing I'd like to add to this video before I wrap it up. Remember that the ball bounces. Use this to your advantage. Hit the ball against the walls to throw your opponents off, giving you the upper hand in ball control and even scoring goals. So I know this video was a bit shorter than my others, but as you can see I've been working much harder on them. I'd appreciate it a ton if you'd like the video if it helped you out, or if you enjoyed it. I hope you all learned a thing or two from this lesson, and remember, keep practicing, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.